Bam! 3 minutes and the truth, y'all. Hey y'all, my name is Brent Baxter. I'm a pro songwriter with cuts by these folks and others, and I help songwriters like you turn pro by teaching how to write like a pro, how to do business like a pro, and on a regular basis, I connect you to the pros through my website, songwritingpro.com. All right, today I want to talk to you about the truth about writing yourself out of the songwriting business. That's right. There's a saying in Nashville that you can write yourself into this business and you can write yourself right back out. And I was in danger of that happening to me. I think most people are in danger of that happening to them. So I'll tell you a quick little story. I went out to lunch one time with somebody that was over at a record label, and I'd sent him a comp of some of my songs. This is several years ago. Sent him a comp of some of my songs to listen to before we had lunch. So we went out to sushi on Demumbrian, and he said something that like hurt my feelings. He said, "Man, I think you would have been one of the best writers in town in the 90s, or like one of the biggest writers in town in the 90s. This was like 2012. Not really what I wanted to hear, right? And so he challenged me on looking at how, mainly lyric, because that's what I do, is I'm a lyricist, how lyrics have changed over the years. He is look at what's actually on people's records and look at how just the lyrical presentation has changed from what I like to write. You know, like those 3-act plays, like the 90s type stuff, presentation of a lyric, regardless of the sonics. And, so I swallowed my pride and I went and I did the homework. And sure enough, I started finding out all these ways that lyrics are just presented a different way. They weren't crafted better. They were just crafted differently. And, I had a buddy that was saying, "Oh, you don't need to listen to him. He's a kid," because he was younger than me. I'd already had success at this point, publishing deals and cuts. And here's this guy telling me I need to update what I'm doing. But no, I'm not listening to my pride. I'm listening to what's actually on people's records. And it turns out the lyrical style had been shifting, and I'd been following it some, but not paying enough attention and really being able to identify what are some of the changes, how are these changes being made, and what can I apply to my writing? Because I didn't know it, but I was starting to write myself out of the business. So as a result, I started really studying what's working and going, okay, what's changing on records, not just what's my strength, applying my strengths in the new way of kind of presenting some lyrics. That's the thing. Language is always changing. You always have new crops of younger artists coming along, and they're just used to presenting things in a little different way. And you don't want your writing to sound dated. Timeless is good, dated, not so much, right? And so I adjusted. I started changing the way I presented some of my lyrics. Maybe a lyrical idea that would have come across as like a 3-act play. This happened when I was 8, and this happened when I was 18, and this happened when I was 28. It changed to much more of an in-the-moment kind of way. I changed the way I presented it to make it a lot more palatable. And I've gotten cuts since then using that method. And so the point is not what we're doing right now, but the point is for you to take a look at what's working and to stay on top of the business, because if you can write yourself into the business, you can also write yourself right back out of it. My name is Brent Baxter. This has been 3 Minutes in the Truth. If this has been helpful for you, I would appreciate a share and a subscribe. Thanks.